Hey ho.
Oh my god, Epic, thank you so much for 7 freaking months, bro. I sent you an email a couple days ago. Can you please look at it whenever you have time? Wait, Baron, didn't I message you on Discord? Is it about the package? I think it may have. Actually, let me check right now, Baron, if it came in. Let me triple check, because I went to go to the mailbox, but literally I've had such a long day that I have not gone through anything from the mail. 1 second. I'll let you know while we set up the stream. Because I only got 1 package. Anytime, Baron. Hold on, let me see. Let me just match it up with the tracking here, because the label's all rubbed off. Let's see, let's see. Whew, I am pooped. How are you guys doing, by the way? How is everyone doing? Is everyone doing good? Let's see. Better now that stream has started? Hell yeah, we love that. Let's see, is this it? I think it came in. I think this is the right one, but let me just match it up. View more details, tracking. Doing content? Oh, what are you doing? What are you doing for content? Yes, sir. Baron, it is your package. I will schedule you ASAP, dude. Although, I don't know why, it looks like the package was left out in the sun. You know when, like, ink from a paper gets left out in the sun? It kind of looks like it was sun bleached. I don't know why. Orange Chronos? Yeah, today is an orange day. Very orange. Is that an ogre? No, this is actually a Chronos. Anyone know the wires he's using? Yeah, this one here, this particular one is from Ordinary Labs. I like these ones. I wish they were a bit longer though, but I like it. Tribal looks fire on this board. Thank you, dude. I heard a lot of people are really excited for this keyboard, by the way. I heard a lot of people are excited. Also, ignore everything in the background. I put like a knapsack, a bunch of papers, like that's temporarily there. Just ignore all of it. I need to take it off the floor to do some cleaning, and I don't know what the hell I'm doing with all of it. So just ignore it all in the background. That's it. Just ignore it. Wait, it's Sebass Day? It is Sebass Day, yes. I was rotating it. Now I am kind of like on my 65% and lower kick. But yeah. I think I ripped off the top of the box a little, which is why it might look lighter. Oh, maybe. Honestly, it's in mint condition other than the label. Like, it just sun bleached, it looks like. Nuxrox killed it with the Crush 65. I am insanely excited. And here's the thing, right? I'm also really trying to temper my expectations. Because I feel like, what if I'm too excited? You know what I'm saying? Also, let me turn down the music a little bit. What if I'm just like a little too excited? That I'm, I have too high of a bar to clear. So we'll see. But I am excited. I don't want to jump into the build just yet. I want to chit-chat a little bit with you guys. So, hi Rob, how you doing? But yeah, I've had such a long day. I don't know what's going on with like... Everything has been so slow this week and last week. Like, the mail has been slow. Dude, I'll be upfront with you guys. Even some like payment stuff has been like so slow. Like everything. It's no one's fault. It's just like everything's like running on like fucking icicle speed, dude. What's for dinner? We actually didn't have time to do anything today, so we did the rare treat for ourselves. We ordered some shawarmas. So I got a shawarma. Shawarma's like my go-to when I want something cheap to order, because the bill's never huge and it always just like fills me up. So W shawarma for real. How much is too many keyboards? 60? I mean, I think you might technically almost have more than me now, Narcolepsy. At one point, I had like, I don't even want to tell you guys, but I had a lot at one point just because like things were being sent. But I mean, dude, here's the thing, right? I'm gonna tell you guys with the most love possible. Whatever you like, if you're financially okay with that and you have the space in your house and you're not hurting anyone narcolepsy, then do you. You know, like if you're enjoying, you don't even have to enjoy them all. If you just enjoy collecting them, do you, man? Don't let anyone tell you otherwise. I think if someone tells you otherwise, they're projecting, bro. That's it. As long as you're not hurting anyone, including yourself, by collecting boards, you're good, dude. Yeah, you know, narcolepsy, I'm actually curious. Here's the real question for you, okay? I'm gonna hit you with the realest of all the questions now. How the hell are you storing them? Because I'm having trouble with that. So, like, that is my, yeah, like, what, how? How and how are you keeping them not, like, how are you not just stacking them up on top of each other? That's what I do. Meets my wife. Alex says you can't tell me no. it's, obviously, if you have a partner, talk to them first. Obviously. Hide them under the bed. Oh my god, Baron. Hook brother up with his storing tips. Honestly, for real. Hook me up with some of those storing tips. Alexotos plus studying for APs plus cloudy weather equals good time. Yeah, it's a shitty day. It's supposed to be shitty all week here, and then this weekend's supposed to be nice though. So there's that. So nice. Oylin, is it Oylin? Am I pronouncing that right? Thank you so much for the prime, man. I appreciate it. Bags in the closet? Yeah. Mine are not stored very well. Only a select handful of people have seen how I store them. And it's literally for lack of space. I have no room. So typically what happens is I kind of just... I'm going to tell you guys, but hey, this is a judgment-free zone, right? Like, we're not gonna fucking rip on me. I'll show you guys how I store them. So, here, I'm going to grab two boards so I can show you. Basically, if I don't have room, or if I have room like on a shelf that is sturdy, I will, and they can stack like this, I will keep them like this, and I'll just put them all like this and slot them in. If I don't have room, well, I put a cloth in between, and then I just put them on top like this, and then another one, and then a cloth, and then another one. That's all I do. I only got like 2 shelves that are sturdy enough to hold keyboards, so... Okay, that seems risky.
Alex and chat, look at your wrist. See the bluish veins? The blood flowing through them contains hemoglobin, a protein that has 4 iron atoms incorporated into its structure. Iron is only naturally produced in one place. It can only be forged in the core of dying stars. Every time you look at your veins, remember that you are built from, and kept alive by, pieces of stardust. Surprised? No random factoid? Yes. I think I woke up on the other side of the bed perchance.
Thanks. I appreciate you, Zany.
Hey, cutie.
Hi, cats. How you doing? Thank you so much for 15 months. IKEA Calix is your friend? I mean, I got some stuff actually stored and, like, displayed really nicely, but... Quick question, but bought GMK Redline keycaps for my Wooting 60 HE and a Tofu 60 Redo in Meteorite Gray. Do you think the gray color palettes... Yeah, absolutely. The nice thing about going anything neutral, like gray or beige or white, is it all just suits, like... It'll all look good. So there's no like negative to going any of those. As long as it's a neutral color that doesn't lean like, maybe if it's a warmer gray, maybe, but if it's like a neutral gray, then you're good. And Meteorite Gray is usually pretty neutral, so. Where's the orange mouse? Right here. Beta.js is coming. I saw. You asked me what IEMs I got last time. It was the Mangrid T Pros. Mangrid T Pros. Why does that sound so familiar, Death? Let me see. Mangrid T Pros. Ooh, these ones. I was actually looking at... I still look at IEMs every now and then. Honestly, I wish I got into IEMs now rather than when I got into them years and years and years ago, because I feel like there's such good stuff now, dude. Oh, this is the Chronos. I think there's a few left on Unikeys. This one here is a special one done in orange, but it is a really nice board. I forgot what I put inside here. It's been a little while. Highly recommend these. They're on par with $1,000 AMs. I'm not even kidding. Yeah, I think. Oh, these are the classics. Yeah, there's so many nice stuff right now when it comes to IEMs, dude. No, the orange one was like 5 of them done. I was told, and they were sent to some people, but. Alex, I have a recommendation for you to take a gander at Dry Gat Pros. Dry. Interesting. Okay. You know, some people have been really trying to convince me about dry cherry switches. I don't know. That's my answer to that. I don't know. Oh, man. I feel like taking a bite out of this Chronos would taste sweet. It kind of, like, the color orange always reminds me of, like, candy. Fully dry, I'm going to take a good recording, but I don't have a good sound recording setup right now. I mean, dude, like, I'd like to just hear it anyways, you know. Would you still spring swap? Like, which switches? I mean, I think spring swapping is usually preference-based. Okay, I'm sitting on my leg again, and that's just not good, guys. What did you guys do today, by the way, guys? I went to the dentist today, and then I worked my ass off all day today, too, so... I hate going to the dentist, but it's okay. I did it because I had to. What's your recommendation for springs? I have some HMX Sonias that I love a ton, but my only gripe is they're a little too light for me. What are the Sonias again? Stock? What's the weight on those? Oof. Dry cherry switch with dry springs sounds like an analytical experience. It kind of does. Oh damn, Scrubs, you're too nice to me, dude. Orange flavored candy is always the best and most consistent. I'm still a big fan of that really fake banana flavored candy. And then anything strawberry kiwi, like that particular combination, like just, it has me, dude. I fall in love every time. What did I do today? Just dreamt about you. JQ! Thanks, man. I appreciate you, dude. I'm taking a vow of not playing video games for the next few days. I want to catch up on some work. I was actually shooting a little bit with my Leica today for the keyboards, and I don't know, different vibe, a little bit more grainy, and I kind of like it, so I might actually use my Leica to take some pictures of the keyboard stuff today, over the next few days. We'll see. What do you normally play? Honestly, I've just been playing a little bit of Apex, a little bit of League of Legends, and then mostly Tarkov when I have time. So, co-working streams will be on, I want to do it tomorrow. Probably won't be tomorrow, probably will be Wednesday. But yeah, we're doing 2 co-working streams this week too. Everyone seemed to really enjoy it, so why not, man? Oh, also, I don't want to say too much, but they said I could bring it up, so this is not like me just bringing it up to, like, you know, talk to you guys about stuff. We had someone in our community whose mom ran into some health complications, like some pretty bad ones. I won't say who, just because, you know, if you guys could just, you know, keep them in your thoughts, that's it. That'd be really awesome. You probably have seen them around. They come here a lot, so. But little reminder to everyone, just tell people you love, treat people with respect, tell people you love them. Like, you never know what could happen. But, yeah, let's just keep them in our thoughts. That's all I ask. It was really sad when I heard it this morning, so. Did you mention already, Scrubs? Okay, I wasn't too sure. Prayers to them? Yeah. Scrub, I think maybe they did make it public in Discord. I don't want to bring it up just in case they didn't. Again, they said I could talk about it because, you know, they wanted to thank me for the community we've built here and thank you guys as well because everyone here is so nice. So, Chronos sound test? But yeah, anyways, guys, my little humble message today, if you guys could, is if you have someone you love and maybe you're just not, maybe you're not the type, some people aren't, or if you haven't said I love you to them in a while, maybe just call them up. Maybe if it's a family member, a friend, a parent, whoever it is, don't be afraid to express those emotions to people. I like it. Okay, so I love you too, Zany. Thank you, dude. I put an iPhone recording for the Dry Gat Pros. I'll take a look after this. Geez, thank you, dude. So, dude, okay, I've been looking at a lot of HE stuff and a lot of Topper stuff lately. I'm kind of expanding my horizons. I'm a little proud of myself, I'm not gonna lie, guys. As for what's a bright and full sound, I don't think I've looked at enough yet to give you a good recommendation on that for HE stuff. So, hopefully soon I'll be able to give you more recommendations, but right now I've only tried like 5 switches. And all of them have been kind of same, to me anyways. I think the fullest switch had to be those Wu-Che ones, but they were also loud, full. I mean, you can call them brighter. Those were really nice, but also they're $2 a switch. So those were kind of crazy. Again, real nice, just real expensive. That's it, real expensive. So I think I've peaked on HE interest personally, but I want to get more into Topper. I am going to be doing a few personal Topper stuff, so I am really pumped up for that. I did, dude. Want to see it? You guys want to see my HHKD? Hold on one second. Where did I put it? Oh, I hate when this happens. See, every time I clean my room, I don't know where I put stuff. One sec, guys. Oh, there you go. Fuck it, we'll unbox it. Look at it. So beautiful. Unboxing stream. Am I unboxing this right? No, I'm definitely not unboxing this right. Yeah, I tried them the other day. I liked them as well. The Owlab TI switches were really good. So, I don't plan on putting this in an aftermarket case, because, I don't know, I just want to vibe with this case for a bit. But I do plan on modding them, because there is, some of that little scratch and jitter I want to get rid of. But I do plan on modding these, or this rather. Yeah, look how nice this is, dude. Desky MX ladders aren't straight. What's the conversation pertaining to? Sorry. But yeah, pretty excited to start using this and really get into this. Believe it or not, my next goal in keyboards, after I kind of dabble in the Topper scene a little bit, I actually wouldn't mind starting to learn ortholinear. But I think I'm a little bit too far away from that right now. But that might be my next dabble. I'm finding some joy in trying some new stuff. But we'll see. I haven't truly decided yet. Really thinking about getting them. Hopefully RGB isn't too bad on them. For which one, sorry? Have you worked on any wootings yet? I have a wooting, but I haven't really played around with it much. Other than, I mean, I can case swap it. I plan on doing the stream for that. I just don't know when. All right. Really quick, guys. Sebass. This is Nuxrox's new keyboard. This is the same guy who did the Crush, which I think he, I really want to do a shitty dad joke right now. I think he crushed the last keyboard he made. So now we're going to look at this one here. Boo. Yeah, you guys can boo me. It's okay. Unsub. All right, whatever, man. I'm just going to do my own thing. He crushed the last board. 7 out of 10. This is the R2, yes. So, the Sebas. Actually, you know what? First, he gave me this desk pad. I don't really, I don't know. I haven't really been too into desk pads these days. I don't know why. Just kind of been sticking to the same, like, 2 desk pads. Maybe 3. But, he sent over this cool little oddly shaped desk pad, which maybe we'll use. Aw, there's like a defect in this one. It's okay. I mean, it's okay. I don't think I'd personally use this. I feel like this is a bit daring. Not really, quite not my thing here, but it's cool. I'll be honest. I don't really care for this, but again, this is personal preference. I think this is definitely a neat little product here, though. Literally found you on YouTube. Been trying to make my own endgame key, but I love watching your vids. Keep up the good work. Thank you, 6-0. I appreciate you, man. Very cool. I don't think I'm going to use this today, guys, by the way. But it is cool, though. Maybe a bit small for me. I don't love how it says Nuxrox Nux Ross in the middle. I don't like that. I feel like that could have been better off as like a little piece of stitching on the side, but we'll still use it at the end of stream. And also, 6-0, thank you very much again, man. I'm just thinking about that twice now. Thank you very much for the kind support and kind words. I do agree, this would look nice with motif. But let's talk a little bit about this keyboard. This has been extremely hyped up. I feel like, I feel like with some boards, not everyone gets super pumped up these days. Gavit, thank you so much for the prime. Thank you. Some stuff just kind of falls under, or like flies under the radar. But this one here, we'll open it up here in a second. This is the Sebass. I believe I'm pronouncing it right. It's going to come in, well, it has the options to be 3 different layouts with some accented little pieces you can go and add. So you can get like an HHKB, a Win keyless, and a standard. It's going to be about roughly, I don't know if it's going to change in the next 24 hours because it hasn't come out quite yet, but starting at $215, and then the copper weight plus or the stainless steel PVD is going to be $225. There's going to be some extras being the accent pieces, which I believe will start at $15. There's going to be some different PCBs, which is either hot swap or solder. I don't know if you'll be able to choose hot swap or solder when you buy it, again, because this isn't out yet. But pretty good pricing, I think, for this board. You guys will see the board here in a second, too. So they come in a hard shell case, which is always appreciated. Hi, Sinister, what's up, dude? You think we can get an Encore aftermarket, the light case with wood accent is so beautiful? I mean, you might not even have to. Aren't they coming out with Encore round 3? Oh, he did say... Okay, I haven't actually opened this yet. He did say he sent some of these over. So he makes artisans as well, which is... Dude, Nuxrox makes some cool shit. Look at this. Very cool. Actually, he or she. I'm actually not too sure about if Nuxrox is a girl or a guy, but I'm not too sure. Or what they want to be identified as. Before I say he. Is it Mr.? And then we have the keyboard. This pouch is really nice. I will give this pouch credit because it has these little drawstrings. That is literally the only thing I'll give it credit for. Other than that, I actually still prefer larger microfiber cloths. I don't know. It's such a small little thing. I mean, even in the Manta, we have like the pouches. But for me, listen, small little... Oh, the orange one. Okay, he did this on purpose. Okay, whatever, dude. He did this on purpose. I didn't actually know what color we were getting in. Oh my gosh. Been watching your YouTube for a while, finally caught your stream, picked up some Obscuras today. Thank you, I appreciate that. Hope you like them. Oh, this is nice. So Kezawa is the manufacturer here. Kezawa has done some pretty good stuff too. Captain Kezawa has been around for a little while now too. That is nice. You know, I will admit, I've seen some of the photos of people with the stainless steel PVD'd ones. I prefer the copper. I know some people said, like, I've been seeing some comments of people saying that they prefer, like, the stainless steel look on this. I don't know. I like this. I followed and waited, and you finally went live, and you told, wait, what happened? And you told, and the name and placed an order? For which one? Sorry? Silicon wire? Oh, for the wire. Dude, anytime, bro. Copper works better. Dude, it looks so good. It definitely gives me some Donnie Darko vibes. I don't know if that was the inspiration here. We got so just to give you guys a little visual breakdown, it is polycarbonate, so it might be a little tough to show off here on my camera. We do have some little hearts on the back, which I think is super cool. It's very rare. I don't prefer the copper. Damn. We have the Sebass logo here on the back as well, which I think this is a good spot for it visually. Kind of hides it. We also have Nux Ross's logo here on the back too. And then we have our weight, which you can see my fingers kind of through it too. So it is semi-transparent over here. This is PC. We have some circular bump on feet. Love that. And then the side profile is actually kind of fun. Again, I'll try to better showcase this. I apologize in advance. Well, maybe this is as good as I can get. It's polycarbonate, so better in real life to kind of look at this, but get some really nice arcs happening here, and it kind of layers it, so it gives it some interesting flare here on the side, and then you have the copper weight, in this case, peeking out at the bottom. Very pretty. We also have some stuff on the inside. Since this is going to be an O-ring build, we do have actually a cover, which I think is very thoughtful for the daughter board. And then, I don't know, I think we do have it in the package today, but I'll double check. We have these are the win key blockers, no blockers or lack of blockers. Did I say cable channel? What did I say? Oh my gosh, I'm all over the place. But yeah, pretty nice, very, very cool. Pumpkin vibes. Let's see, what does it look like from this side? Actually, if I take off this, I don't know what the Chronos is, who manued the Chronos, but a little lighter in orange than this Chronos for sure. I don't know if this is just because it's built, but very, very pretty. Also, what are the chances? I didn't know it was going to be orange, by the way. Is the Chronos DDS? I'm not too sure. I don't remember. Very, very pretty board. Again, for the price point, I think this is excellent. If you guys know anything about, if you guys want some like little inside information on polycarbonate stuff, polycarb technically is a little tougher to manufacture. So if anyone's wondering me like, it's just one piece, why is it priced at $225? And well, polycarbonate technically is a little tougher. It's a little tougher to work with. It does have a slightly higher failure rate when it comes to CNCing this and machining this. So you do get a little bit of a, higher chance for this to go wrong. The damage and error rate, correct. So I still think $225 or $235, depending on which version you get, is very fair for this. You do get a pretty substantial piece of copper, or in the other case, stainless steel for this too. So I think this is extremely fair for what you're getting. Now let's take a look at some of the other stuff too. Let's see. What else we got here? We have, I think these are like those little O-ring blocker thingies, whatever they're called. What on earth is this? Why is this wrapped like this? I think these are blockers. Yes, I'm pretty positive they are. I will try to unwrap that afterwards. And then we have the O-ring. I'm trying to look. I don't see all the layout stuff here. Maybe my particular unit didn't come with it all, because this is like a prototype unit. And then we have the PCB. Oh, hot swap. Little suggestion here. Not saying you have to do this, but if you're going to go with O-ring, I usually prefer solder. Not saying you have to, but I do think because there is pressure going to be given between the PCB and plate, it's kind of going to expand it a little bit. I do think you're going to have the better experience with the solder PCB. Usually that's my opinion when it comes to O-ring builds, but you don't have to go that way. I just think it's a little better. And then we have our plate, which is an aluminum plate. Very cool. All right, and then the bump-ons are in there, and I don't think I see anything else. We may have only gotten the one blocker, and then I think these blockers are just win key as well, but they're just orange. So, are the little O-ring blockers in there to help with the problem with hot swap? O-ring blockers? Oh, these things? These guys? I'm assuming that's what these are. Although I didn't see that in them. The other thing was just how to assemble it with the O-ring, so. Can you swap to the orange? We can. Do you guys want me to swap to orange? You guys don't like the black blockers here on the bottom? Orange or black, I guess. God, this is wrapped pretty tight. We could go orange. Could make it a full orange build. I kind of like the black accents on the bottom too. Normally I'd be worried about the contrast, but it feels wrong right now. Yeah, it kind of does feel wrong. I kind of like it. So if we were to swap to orange, it would look more so like this. I'll just kind of lay. I know this is not where it's supposed to go, but just to show you guys. I kind of like the black. It does say you can use screw-in stabs. I'll show you guys, I think, the little trick they did with the plate to kind of make it so that's possible, but one thing at a time here. Yeah, I kind of like it. I don't know. We can change it up afterwards. It's not like this is going to be extremely long build with hot swaps, so we can do some stuff here. All right, let's take a look at the PCB. QMK and VIA. I hope it's actually VIA compliant and not just says VIA with a JSON file. Should I just swap over Miklon to this? But dude, I feel like I just assembled the Kronos not too long ago. All right, here is our PCB. So this is the hot swap variation. We do have, well, I'm assuming it's this way because of the blockers and HHKB style, but we have one single bottom row, which makes sense in this case. And then we do have split backspace, which is nice. Split or regular steps or step caps lock. Oh God, I cannot speak today. We have step caps or regular caps lock, but it looks like nothing else really on the hot swap. So we do get some options, very little. It's not a whole hell of a lot, but it's still there. I wonder, do they have a photo of the solder? They do. So solder will give you a few other options, being ISO and split left. So you're not going to get too many option choices by choosing the solder here. So I don't think there's a huge difference other than how well do you want your board to kind of like be squished together type thing. Because again, sometimes hot swap O-ring is a little dicey. All right. I think we are good to start doing stabilizers. Now we can use screw-ins. It does say it supports both, but I think I'm still going to use clip-ins. You know what I mean? Because clip-ins are my faves. We do have Kale hot swap sockets, LEDs here on the back. I will say, at first glance, I was like, why are the hell the LEDs like this? And then I realized it's probably because of that logo there on the bottom. I was like, this feels very random for LEDs. And then it clicked that there's this face here on the bottom. Now it makes sense. That's a dense amount of LEDs. It's a lot of LEDs. I mean, look, you have 6, 7 LEDs here, 5, 4. That's a lot of LEDs. I mean, exciting. And then where was the daughter board? Is it in here? Is it already plugged in? Oh, okay. So it's already there. I was like, uh-oh. It's already there, and then we have our cable in this. But let's actually put on some feet for the build, too. I have a real question. The switches you have collaborated. Do you know how did they measure the force curve that we've seen? I've seen vids, but because I'm getting a rare MX switch with no detail. I don't know how they did it, to be honest. Isn't there like some sort of like machine thing for that, Zany? I'm actually not too sure, my friend. This is a really cool weight design, though. It's very evil looking. I like it a lot. Very, very evil. Missed part of the stream, so we can't use other gummy O-ring PCBs like H60 Sag. I think because this is... I mean, you could technically try. Let me see how the daughter board looks before I tell you guys yes or no. It also... Another thing when it comes to O-ring builds too, guys, is it depends on where the O-ring mounts are. So if they're not going to line up to a T with other boards, then it won't work. I'm not sure if these are universal. Not everyone makes them the same, so it does. Yeah, I was gonna say sort of looks like they're not universal because this looks non-standard. Yeah, this is a ribbon cable, but sorry, what I was trying to say, Elquan, was you could technically, if you have a PCB that's the same with the same mounting points, if this is just a little square, which it looks like it's just a little square daughter board, you could technically just use a regular JST if you happen to have a PCB that works with this configuration. I don't see why not. But in this particular case, no, this is just using a ribbon cable. Is there a reason you like clip-ins more than screw-ins? Cheap. That is all I gotta say. Cherries is cheaper. Dude, listen, I build a lot of boards. So if I can save a few bucks without any quality difference, really, it's just because they're cheaper. I mean, I don't have a better answer for you. It's not like they're the superior stabs. You can just get more for the dollar. You know what I mean? Bro is bro. Hey! Don't be spreading around my information like that, ain't it? Clip-in had better clearance with O-rings? Technically. But for this one here, maybe not so much. It doesn't matter. But if I had to pick a single stabilizer to use in all my builds, it'd be cherry clip-ins. Because they're cheaper. Guys, did I tell you guys I bought a mocha pot? It was on sale for $39. And that was, honestly, I think the best purchase I've made in a long time. In a long, long time, guys. It's so good. The coffee's so good out of it, dude. It's so delicious. Thanks for letting me in your Lambo. Sent me to... Oh my god, dude. Anytime, Zane. I've been loving mine, and then the kettle freaking broke last week. Mocha pot saved me. It's so good. I honestly have been kind of addicted to it. Like, I've had it for 3 days, and I've had one mocha pot every single day, and holy shit, it just hits different compared to regular coffee. I bought, what's that nice Italian brand called? They just had them on sale for $39. What's up, Morgan J, bro? You're a goofy guy? I'm not a goofy guy today, okay, guys? Unfortunately, I am not really goofy today. I'm just a guy. I need to find a home for that. I actually want to spray paint it black and then put it against the wall. Yeah, Bialetti is what I got. Is that how you pronounce it? Bialetti? I'm Italian, I should know this. Oh, we're going to use some MX2As today. I thought that would be a nice pairing for this, because I like MX2As and O-ring builds. A little bummed we didn't get to try all the blockers today, though. A little bit of a bummer. I think we'll just do full backspace today. Dude, they do got some cool collabs. They only had a few, because they had like random colors on sale. So we got, like, they had the rainbow series. So we got yellow. It was either that or baby blue. And I don't think I care for a baby blue one. The yellow is kind of cool. Alex says he likes cherry switches in a build. Is basically just mad. Hey, leave me alone, guys. Do I get them from Omnitype? No, I had gotten a humongous bag for Mr. Gion. So I got this amount, 450 times 2. But I am going to order 1 or 2 more of these if they are going to be moving factories. Just because, who knows, they might not be the same, and I'd rather have a few just so I can have on hand. But Omnitype does sell them. I just haven't ordered from them. Literally just got my orange MX2s from Omnitype. Ooh, are you going to be modding them, or are you going to do them dry, which seems to be the new trend right now? I feel like the blockers here really have to work with the keycaps, otherwise it'll look odd. You're not wrong. I just kind of wanted to see them visually today so I can make like a judgment call if I really liked the blockers or not. But I think this project's really cool. I think the colors, I mean, like, dude, actually I didn't even speak about this. The colors you can get on this are going to be some really, really cool ones. You can get smoke, white, purple, orange, red, pink, and light blue. And the light blue and red polycarbonate look sick. The purple's pretty cool too. The orange is obviously, I'm a little bit biased. I'm going to pick orange, but I think this particular project will really excel just because of the cool colors they got going on. Price point's right. You know, we can even mention this right now too. I feel like this board kind of has free reign right now. There's not a lot of O-ring builds being put onto market right now that are kind of noteworthy or, you know, a little different. So I think this is a pretty cool one. Plus, it's a 60%. I love 60s. A little bit of lube and maybe films if needed. I like the scratch. Hell yes. A little bit of lube always helps. I wish there was an EU vendor for it. Is there not an EU vendor for this, Yuri? I swear to God, I thought I saw one. Vendor list. Eloquent Click. Unless that changed? I mean, here, I can read off all the vendors for you guys. Mechland, PJ, Canada is Mechland. TH, we have PJ oh God, I fucking suck at pronouncing this. PJ Aglitson Studio. Malaysia is Mecca. Singapore is K-Tech. China is KWD Fans / Kezua. I didn't even know Kezua vendors their stuff. Oceania is Toro. US is Click Clack. Vietnam is MOKB. MOKB. Korea is Gion. UK Protagonist. EU is Eloquent Click. ID, actually, I'm not sure if that's supposed to be India. I don't know if ID is the short form for that. QKey Studio. Japan is Yusha. And then Latin America is Latin Keys. So. Is it Indonesia? That's my mistake. Dude, I kind of feel bad. India barely gets vendors, dude. And they actually have some like pretty solid people running like small shops in India. I feel bad sometimes. I don't know what the market there is like, but IND is India. Did they have an IND? No, they didn't. That sucks. Protagonist, my favorite local vendor. Did I say protagonist? Hold on. Did I? Prototypist. Dude, I'm a little off my rocker today, okay? India has stacked KB, but the issue is the global politics things between India and China. Well, I don't know. How am I doing today? I'm tired. It's been a long day. I went to the dentist today, got a little dental checkup. They said I'm okay. Although one of my gums has been bothering me, but they said it was good. They said it was just irritated, that's all. Can I be real with you guys? I think it might be stress-induced, so. Hi, Crisp. How are you doing today, dude? Alex, I'm going to ask you the same question I asked Bull. If your girlfriend suddenly says, is it me or keywords, what Mantic config are you choosing to bring with you? Like to the grave? When I tell her keyboards? Is that what you're asking me? I don't know, bro. I don't know what to say. Can you hit me with a meal idea? I'm on a low-carb sugar kick, and I need a little variety. Gingy, bro. I don't even know what to say. I got like 3 meals that I eat on the regular, and I don't think they fit into any of those categories. I honestly don't know, Gingy. I wish I could give you something. Oh my god, something with original flavor? Leave me alone. Honestly, I'm terrible with this kind of stuff. I don't know, actually. Oh, by the way, they are, I think, letting us keep this board, so therefore it is sponsored today. We'll probably end up giving it away as per the usual down the road. But anyways, still letting you guys know because I want to be transparent. Yeah, they sent over some artisans too for us to take a look at. Nux Ross did these. Last time I did one of his projects, I also got some of these too to take a look at. I don't know if he vendors these on his website. I have no idea. But they're really cute. What mil max sockets do I use? 3305-1. Probably the best bang for your buck. You could go with like one with a thicker lip on the top, but honestly, man, they kind of like make everything stick up a little bit. I feel like they don't sound as good, oddly enough. I would just go with 3305-1s. Yeah, a thinner lip on them makes it sit a little bit more flush, just makes it look better, sound better. So my humble opinion there, just pick the standard. I asked for a performance review at work today and I got really good praise from my coworkers, but the thing that really stuck with me on things that I can improve was that I was told that I should be a lot kinder to myself. Really hit me because I genuinely don't know how to do that because I'm super critical about my own work. You want like, I could just be like, yeah, that's really good. I mean, do you want some of my advice, Ad? Because I used to be the same way. Now I just don't do that because it's kind of bad. Honestly, the long term, it's kind of bad for you. But technically, it's pretty good. You should be kinder to yourself. So I think the best way to explain this to you, Ad, is I used to be like, even a little bit towards the beginning of keyboards, I was a workaholic, dude. It's because I didn't have anything else to do. And I really didn't have... Okay, I'm just going to be as blunt as I can here, and I'm not going to think about how to word things, so just ignore it if I sound a bit like an asshole. But, like, I didn't really know how to, like, be kind to myself or be kind to really anyone. Like, I was just kind of, like, head down, work, that's all that really matters, because it's all I was really ever, like, not taught to do per se, but it's what I've trained myself to do. Plus, it was just easier. You burn out really quick doing that because you're too focused on, like, micro improving everything that you kind of lose sight of the bigger picture, which is why are you doing something in the first place? And you micro improving only can last so long. Like if you're constantly critical about yourself, you're going to reach a point of extreme burnout, and then you're going to do what I did, which is, well, hopefully you don't do this, and I don't know if you'll do it, but you might reach a point of you're going to be hypercritical of yourself, and then you're going to be burnt out, and you're going to take it out on everyone else around you. And the only reason I can tell you is, I know that for a fact, is because I've done that. And, you know, sometimes when I get too into what I'm doing, I still do that. The best way I can tell you is just to take a step back and think about why you're doing these things, and then pace yourself on being critical about your own work. Leave that for your manager, or take a step back and think, maybe I think about my self-improvement once a week or once every 2 weeks instead of every waking moment. It's just not worth doing. Take your mind off things, vent to some friends about your day if they allow you to. You know, sometimes people have different mental baggage, but it's not good for you. You're going to reach a point of extreme burnout. But yeah, try to schedule it. Try to schedule your self-improvement, you know? Also, dream for Ad. So nice.
Happy Monday.
Happy Monday to you, Ollie. Ad, listen, man. We all gotta love each other sometimes, and love ourselves especially. So, make sure you're taking a step back and realize you're doing the best you can, and, you know, you're probably doing a good job if everyone else is telling you a good job. So, don't forget to slow down and smell the roses on the way there, you know? But you're doing good, I'm assuming. Add my goat. Life is for appreciating stuff around you, not grinding. Yeah, there are days you can grind. Like, there are days where it's probably going to feel amazing to do that. I know, because definitely I've had those days too. But you will burn out. You will burn out. You will feel like everything else is collapsing in and around you. It's just not worth it. Ad is my favorite chatter. Ad's pretty cool. I'm surely accomplishing something because everyone's been telling me the patients have been loving me being around them because I treat them like a person rather than a patient. Yeah, so now treat yourself like a person too. Now, flip the scripts. And if you saw someone telling you, hey, I feel like I'm too critical about myself, what would you tell them? And then just apply this to yourself. Have you watched The Pit? To add, which one's The Pit? Damn roasted, Alex over here with the hard truths. It's tough, man. There are some days where I've told you guys this. I even wrote a little mental health thing about this too, like recently on my blog, where we all struggle with these kind of things. I've been struggling with it, especially recently. I don't know why. Recently I've been pretty bad with it, but I don't know. I feel like I got a reality check the other day. Shit got so stressed, but I don't know how y'all do it. Shit got me so stressed out. Which one? Sorry. What's the pit about? It's a great doctor show? Oh, I never heard about that one. The last doctor show I watched through and through was House. And I really liked House. Grinding work takes my mind off things when everything else is shit, but don't do it all the time or it'll be fucking yeah, dude. It is mentally and physically tiring. I agree, I agree. House is goated. I really liked watching House. I tried getting into some other the doctor shows and I just couldn't do it. Yeah, Hugh Laurie is a good actor. The Pit is done by Noah Weil. Am I pronouncing that right? Of ER and one of the producers. It's 15 hours. Wait, it's 15 hours in an ER in the 1 hour per episode format. Oh, interesting. Oh, so it's like literally like second per second here. It gets intense. Wait, I have a question for you. Speaking of media and stuff, I really don't even know how to describe this. What was that movie you guys recommended to me like last week? I wrote it down on one of my stupid notepads, and then I guess I typed over it that same day by accident. Because it's the only thing I don't have there, and I can't control Z. Havoc. I think that might have been it. Is that the one with, no, not Sinners. Sinners is, I already know I really want to watch that. Was that the one on Netflix or something you guys were telling me about? I saw that, and I wasn't too sure if that's the one you guys told me to watch. Okay, yes. Was that the one with Tom Hardy you guys told me to watch? You guys said it was really good? Morbius? Who said Morbius? And it did. Legend has it, Annette watched Morbius 5 times in theaters. All-time greatest piece of media is Berserk. No cap, no kizzy. I still need to watch Berserk. It was Severance for sure. No, Severance? That's on my list. But it was a movie. I'm pretty positive it was Havoc you guys told me to watch. No, not Venom. Honestly, that new Venom wasn't that great. Did you guys watch that new Marvel movie in theaters yet? I don't even remember what it's called. Anyone watch that? I just watched the ant fight. What's that about? Honestly, Vagabond better than Berserk? I don't know. Thunderbolts was so good. Oh, actually? I don't know. I don't really expect much from Marvel these days. Alex, in a lot of your videos, you have a really nice light wool and felt looking desk pad. Would you recommend it? Wait. No, not that particular one. That particular one, Olin, is... I despise it. It looks so good, but I despise it. It doesn't have here, it's literally right here on the floor because I took it off today. It doesn't have a backing, a non-slip back, so it slides around everywhere. That is like my biggest gripe with this thing. I'm sure you could install something like a piece of double-sided tape or whatever. It just frustrates the living daylights out of me. But there are better ones you can pick up from other brands, but all of this merino wool material is all like $70, $80 plus. So obviously it's like a more premium option. It isn't the greatest for gaming on, so this is literally only something I would recommend for like an office setting. Not for gaming at all, like not even in the slightest. Like Beaver Peak's a good brand. Elquan just linked that. There's also some other brand called Oakley, I think, that makes a better one. But the one from what's it called here? Oh geez, what brand is this again? Grovemade. I don't recommend the one from Grovemade. Grovemade makes nice products. I don't think their merino wool desk pad was done very thoughtfully, in my humble opinion. How much? is that mouse on your desk pad? Wait, sorry. How much is that mouse on your desk? Oh, like how much money is it? I think this is like 180 USD. I think the Canadian equivalent's like what, 230 or something? I wonder if Pottery Barn has any desk pads. Why does Annette do this to me, man? No, I would never shop from Pottery Barn. Not after what happened with my whiteboard. That was the biggest scam ever, dude. Oops. The merino wool stuff is really nice, like I said. It's very expensive. That was my first and last wool desk pad, though. They have the same amount of desk pads as they have whiteboards, which is... oh my gosh. You know, I've heard other people say really bad things about them, so I'm honestly not shocked that I didn't get my product from them, from Pottery Barn. But no, Alquan, no bullying, and I don't want to succumb to his level, you know, his pettiness, his drama. Let's do this. First guy I have no to get a whiteboard GM and then got scammed. I'm still bummed about that, man. Still a little bummed, but it is what it is. This tube of dielectric grease is almost done. No, I got you, Resident. Even though there were some misspellings, I got you there, my guy. No need to even correct yourself. I understood what you were saying, my friend. Would you, Alex? Sorry. Also, wouldn't recommend building on a wool desk pad. Kale hot swap sockets like to snag on them. Not only would I say wool, but I would actually extend that advice to any desk pad. Period. I would probably get yourself a silicone pad or anything. Those Kale hot swap sockets are terrible. So I got a table from Pottery Barn and I regret it every day. Oh, how come? Can I ask you the story there, Peter? I'm very curious. Cork is fantastic for building on. Honestly, this has been great. This has been like a joy to build on, dude. Did I turn on one of these lights? Yeah. Actually, I've scratched this desk up a little bit with those Kale hot swap sockets. Alex, have you used a G on F284? I've built them for people, but I don't know like long-term wise. They seem nice. I've briefly typed on them like for a day or two. Left a lint roller on it and it ripped a chunk of the wood off? From the glue alone? From like the lint roller tape, it ripped the glue off? What the fuck? That seems so cheap. You're talking about just like the lint roller, like the masking tape lint rollers, right? Like those ones with, I don't even know how to describe them. That's crazy, Peter. This sounds awful. Did you message them at all? Did you like try to complain? I would have tried. I feel like that's like piss poor quality. Anytime, Dynamics. I wish we can get a new design for the Kale sockets. You've mentioned this time and time again. One day they'll listen. I don't get the point of that current design still. Like, it makes no sense to me at all. Okay, almost done this, and then I actually want to talk about one small thing, even though I could technically demo this to you guys today, but little thing when you're building this keyboard. So if you guys happen to be looking back at this video, if you guys want some like build tips or something in the future, to swap the blockers, you need to take off the weight. So if you happen to have blockers, like physical, like the actual Win keyless blockers or the HHKB blockers, you'll need to take off everything. So take out all these screws for the weight. You'll need to take out the blockers from underneath. You're going to build your PCB assembly the way you normally would, and then you would lean it in, push it into place, and then basically just reassemble it by using all these little like pass-through holes you guys can see for the screws. And then you just screw it into place there. So the weight anyways. So it is a little bit different. I think there is like an instruction video they have that they linked me. But essentially that's what you would do. You would kind of have to take everything apart. This is PC as far as I'm aware. That's what they have listed in certain places. So let me triple, quadruple check here. Pretty positive it said PC. Yeah, PC case. Unless it's somehow changed. I don't think it's acrylic. They said PC. Okay, so next up we gotta do this. You can access the weight from with the PCB and plate still sit inside. Yeah, but you still need to take it all apart, just because you need to get to the blockers. But yeah, pretty easy. You can just do it all, assemble it all, and then just screw it all together. All right, so let's put these guys on. Actually, I might want to get some water. I am like dying of thirst and not for more coffee. The Toronto Maple Leafs are playing right now, Alex. How is the foot traffic near you? Oh, like foot traffic is in... Oh, I'm not like core downtown anymore, man. I am not core downtown. All right. Oh no. I think my girlfriend's watching the game right now, or if it's already started. No, it's not magnetic. Honestly, I kind of prefer it not being magnetic. It's a screw-in blocker. You can see there's threads on the screw here, or on the blocker. I actually prefer it that way. That way there's no weird rattling. So I don't know how you guys feel about it, but I prefer it. All right, so this is the nice part about this is why this is how come you can use screw-ins. So you guys see these over here, these little inserts they have on the plate? Really nice looking plate, by the way. I like the finish on it. Essentially, this would allow the O-ring to kind of just push up without having to squish in between and not go anywhere and not have the space to work. So same thing with the space bar, or the backspace rather. They have a cutout basically here in which the O-ring would just work, which is fantastic. That'll make things a lot easier for this. And that's why it's able to support both clip-ins and screw-in stabs. So pretty smart idea there, in my opinion. Now these things, it's better that way. KC0 blockers had some weird wobbling. Oh, did they actually? I didn't experience any wobbling in those, because those were like a larger piece, but now these, out of curiosity, how do these work? What are these for? I'm actually not too sure what these are for here. Let me see. I watched their little build video prior to stream, and it was mainly on how to assemble everything. You couldn't figure that out? Yeah, I mean, this doesn't really make sense anywhere. I didn't use it. Those are PCB mounting kits. This board have two different mounts. This is just a piece of solid plastic, though. How would this mount? I mean, it only says O-ring gummy mount in this. Yeah, that's my other thought immediately, too. Is this some sort of, like, plateless build thing kind of going on? Hi, Gran. How you doing? I know how those work. Let me have it. How do these work? It's for plateless? Interesting. Plateless O-ring? I don't know how I feel about that. They sit on the standoffs. Oh, interesting. I don't know how I feel about that. You would need to go with soldered then, right? Yeah. Interesting. It replaces O-ring, Alex? So wait a second. They don't have this listed on the website at all. Not that I see anyways. You just put these on like this, I guess somewhere, and then you just lean it in the case? I don't know how I feel about this. Meme God printed some before? Interesting. Yeah, I mean, not that we can really do it on a hot swap today, but very, very interesting. I think this will be silicone for the final. Yeah, these are just like a hard plastic, so I don't even know if these are useful for anything today. Well, okay, I'll triple clarify because this isn't on, like I said, this really isn't on their page at all. Not actually, technically it's not even in the kit content list. I wonder if they're axing this idea. Like, I'm wondering if maybe they just say never mind to this, if this is like an afterthought type thing. And I mean, you're saying silicone for the finals, so maybe there's something I'm not seeing here. Maybe since it's proto, yeah. All right, let's put some switches in. Actually, let me get some water first, because I am dying of thirst here. 1 second, everybody. Enjoy the keyboard from this view. Whew. You guys don't understand. I was so thirsty. All right. I know these are an Omni-type bag, but it's the only bag I had. Let's do it. Let's build this. Also, I like these little horns on the plate here. Very cool. Damn, I feel like I did really good on these stabs first try. We're gonna see. Oh, so I modded these cherry switches a little slightly different than I normally do, because I wanted some more scratch out of these. So I did an extremely light coat of GS2, like lighter than I normally go. I think I will have to get a plate fork for this though. That's supposed to be similar to O-ring. Interesting. I'll have to take a look at that. I didn't even know that existed. Honestly, I didn't even know these were coming in the box today. These little clip things. Hi, Keep Science. Oh my god, this one's not popping in. What is going on with this? Okay, move you to the side. You're banned. The plate rake will be soonish. What else is new, guys? Anyone doing anything fun tonight? Yeah, it's probably not closed enough, but I'm pressing it closed, just nothing's happening. There we go. The stream is so orange. Do you hate it or love it? I'm hoping you like it. Also, I'm still in just chatting. My bad. I'll switch back to Makers and Crafting tomorrow. I might be rebuilding the Oku? How come? I did try HMX yogurts. I added them to an order on a whim because I liked the color and they've turned to be one of my favorites. We built it in, I think we did it in a Lamy or something. And I was extremely shocked in how much I liked the yogurts. Like, extremely shocked. So yes, I also really liked them too. I'm saying it, man. HMX's new stuff, or like updated lineup, or new molds, whatever you want to call it, has been fantastic so far. So I had a stupid amount of overtime due to issues at work so far. By the end of the week, I think I'll have 15. Wait, what? 1,500 clear in hours? Holy shit! Wait, how much overtime is that much? Like, what does that equate to? Are your commissions open? They are. I have about a 3 to 4 week wait time at the moment, Death Ray. And I'm also running a little special for June, because Junes are typically like a pretty Junes are never really super busy, so I tend to like run some fun stuff in June, usually subathons or stuff like that. But this year I'm going to run a little bit of a small giveaway, but we're also doing 50% off build fees for just June. So if you happen to be booked for June, I have that running too. Have a Neo 65 to build, but it's kind of late here, so I decided just to watch you build this one. Thank you, Von Deep. Dude, I'm glad you guys are here tonight. I feel like I'm a little all over the board today, but it's nice. It's nice having some friends to chill with. I also use one of my favorite springs for this too. I met up with some people recently for keyboards, and one of them gave me a box of those Wuche springs I really like. So I did 53-gram Wuche springs with this too. These ones here. These are like legitimately one of my favorite springs in the entire hobby. I don't know why I like them so much, but they're just nice and snappy. They're like the perfect weight. Love them. I do need to order a few more of those though. New to the hobby, what's the plate fork for? So the plate fork is one of my favorite tools in this entire hobby. It's for supporting the plate basically. It's for when you have those like really stubborn switches that are pushing down on the plate, and it makes installation of everything so difficult. That's where this like little 3D printed plate fork comes in such handy. By the way, have you done a tour of your workstation? Not yet, but it's actually, I'm doing an article about it just because I kind of prefer to write about it. But the article's done. I just need to take some photos and then kind of make the layout on my website. I'm hoping to have that done at the end of the week. Not going to be as fun as probably a video, but I'm honestly not super great at making like videos like that anyways. What category would an FRL TKL XT count in your build commission? That's a funny one because I think technically that has the same amount of keys as like a TKL, but I would classify that as a 60. Oh shit. 75%, so I would just charge it as a 75, so that'd be like the $50 fee. Just cause that's I don't know why I classify it as that. Makes sense. Saving money for first build. Been obsessed with your videos and finally caught a stream. Thank you. Appreciate that, Prismatic. You guys are so kind tonight. Got some new faces here too. Welcome in, everyone. Does the Sebass 60 support Venom HE? I don't think it does. I'm pretty positive it doesn't. Also, hi Zane. How you doing, man? Well, new here? What's up, buddy? Oh my god, this particular one's not closing nice. It does? Oh, well there you guys go. On this guy. They are so chill and satisfying to watch. Can't wait to do my own build. Thinking of doing a Neo 65 CU or an Agar. Ooh, I really think the Agar is a fantastic first build. Actually, I don't know if you're open to considering it too, Prismatic. I think that the Neo 60 Core was an excellent pickup as well. Gion confirmed it? Oh, interesting. I would have thought because this is a bit more non-standard, but I mean, that's awesome. If Gion confirmed it, then there you guys go. Glad to be here with you all. Glad to be here with you too, buddy. I just got my Neo Ergo in. I love the Neo series. I still think the Ergo was their best out of all their keyboards. It was just so good. Probably their... I mean, even past the CU series, I think. I would classify the Ergo above them. It just hit. Like, that was such a good board by them. I'm considering that one as well, for sure. Just love the more unique look of the profiles of the other two cases. Absolutely. I totally get that. No, you know what, though, Scooped? If they do a CU version of that, can I be honest? I would want them to not change literally anything about that board. Other than just adding copper and maybe changing the bottom like design, like the physical badge. And then the only other thing like physically would be like get rid of that top seam where the, you know, the arch happens there. But I would want them to keep literally everything. I mean, dude, you know what? The board works fine with bulk hatch. I would just say leave it as bulk hatch. I wouldn't want anything changed on the Neo Ergo. Like, it's just, I think that board turned out near flawless for me. Like, why mess with it at that point? You know what I mean? So, it's just one of those things. Pure aesthetic changes only? Yeah, just some like small aesthetic changes that I think would flush out the board a bit better, and that's really about it. God, dude, this is... I don't know what's wrong with me today. Today I woke up. Let me tell you guys my day. It was kind of stupid. We woke up, all right? We heard, like, tapping on the window or something, or I don't know what the hell. It turns out it was, like, squirrels at our window. So I woke up to that, which wasn't funny. And then I went downstairs to start working. And then I've been dealing with... Oh, dude. I've been dealing with, like, this problem with a transfer from... Like, it's literally from my PayPal to my normal bank account. And, like, it's been, like, 8 days. And they just... And it's, like, an automatic thing. And they just, like, don't know what happened to it. So I was on hold with my bank for, like, literally... So an hour, then they redirected me. They're like, oh, you called the wrong number. And I was like, oh, fuck. All right, who do I call? So they gave me a number. I called that number. It went straight to voicemail. So I was like, okay, that kind of sucks that I literally got off the phone with this guy for nothing. Call back to my bank. And they're like, wait another 45 minutes on hold. Wait it. They answered the phone and they're like, yeah, we can't help you. It has to be that number. And I asked, when are they open? And they said, they're open now. Just call them. And then I called again. And then they said, voicemail, leave a message. They said they'll get back to me in 2 hours. I left a message. Guys, it has been nearly, it's been 4 times that amount of time. So that was frustrating this morning. And I think because I had to wake up really early for that, it kind of like got nowhere. And I feel like kind of pissed off. And then I rushed to go get my teeth done because one of my gums has been bothering me, you know? And then, yeah, I came back and I was like, I was on the live chat system with my bank again, just trying to like work and also figure this out. And I think, you know, when you're just so tired of saying the same thing over and over again to people, you know what I mean? Like, this is a very specific thing of what I'm talking about. Like, you've repeated yourself 50 times the same sentence, and you just feel, like, mentally exhausted from saying the same thing. So, that's kind of where I'm at. Today, I'm, like, very mentally exhausted from that. That's my job. Yeah. It was... I don't know why. That, like, it just took everything out of me today. I hate fixing problems like that, though. I like, hate problems like this, so... Lay the phone, put a metal pot over the phone, and when it starts to voicemail, just beat the pot with a spoon. Zany's kind of evil, though. Repeating myself, that's my pet peeve at work, too. Yeah, like, I'm fine to do it once in a blue moon, like, if I have to repeat myself once in a while, but, like, I feel like when you're on the phone trying to figure out a problem and they keep passing you from person to person, I really feel like it should be them writing notes down and giving the next person the notes type thing. Through a phone tree, only to have a human ask you the same exact questions. Dude, exactly. Yak, I get you, dude. And nowadays, too, the other thing that kind of pissed me off today, not pissed me off, but it was tiring to me, was to even get the phone number in the first place of the line that I needed to call before they transferred me. So I thought I was on the right track. You have to go through all these stupid AI programs now, or like bots that try to kind of figure out your answers. And the annoying part is when you have to go through the steps in order for them to like let you ask questions. And usually the question is direct me to a human. But yeah, I have not also been enjoying that part. Customer service in a nutshell with the expectation is the customer gives up. Dude, honestly, I did give up at the end, Yoshi. I'm not gonna lie to you guys, I gave up. It was probably about 3.5, 4 hours worth of just phone tag. And I gave up. Like, I'll try again tomorrow. You have no idea. I have no idea what other people are going through, but geez, today was like one of those days where I'm like, I'm done. I gave up. I threw in the towel after 4 hours, and they now have bots that act like humans now. Oh gosh. Oh gosh. MW, thank you so much for 43,
Don't speak
bro.
bad thing about AI on stream. They are listening to you and they will get revenge in the future.
It's kind of scary. I ain't gonna lie about it, dude. It's kind of scary. Alright, let's get the O-ring. Oh, actually, let's take off this first, because we need to get inside this. I'm excited. I really hope this board sounds good, because I feel like this board has a really cool visual aesthetic, and I can never get enough 60% O-ring boards. So let's hope. Like I said, I've already heard good things about this board, so I'm excited. You're missing a switch? Damn, you're totally right. How did I miss that? You know what? I might have thought we were doing HHKB today, in my head. I really don't know how expensive a hobby this is. I love it. The thing is, this hobby doesn't have to be expensive. That's like the other lovely part about this hobby, is you really don't have to keep it on the high end. A lot of the Sebass sound tests sound great. Oh, I'm excited. Very, very, very excited, guys. And then after we assemble this, we'll clean up and then we'll pick some keycaps. I know you guys said Miklon, but Miklon's technically already on another orange polycarbonate keyboard. What if we picked Mars Cadet today instead? Okay. You could technically just use a regular daughter board in here too. So I like this because this kind of opens it up for some other people to do different things. It does technically fit a regular daughter board, but this one here is a bit more irregular. Perhaps this is a bit of a bummer. It does use something proprietary here. I'm actually not 100% certain why we didn't just use a regular JST here with a universal daughter board. Perhaps this is my only negative about this entire experience. This entire board has been absolutely cool and flawless. I mean, it even has threaded inserts, which is, you know what? I'm even shocked they added threaded inserts on the cover for the cable channel. That's even nice to see. He said the JST sounded bad? Really? Interesting. Very, very interesting on that. Yeah, I don't know how it could sound bad, but... Alright, well, I'll take Nux Ross's word for it. I'll take their word. Still perhaps my only small negative about this board, though. Mars Cadet? I kind of want to use Mars Cadet. Could throw in a Hall Effect O-ring build in there, right? As long as they fit the same mounting points, then technically yes. Technically. I think 1 Million said earlier that Gion confirmed that you could use Hall Effect. I think, was it the Wooting PCB? the Wooting one. Does this pull out or flip up? How does this go? Flips up. Okay. Venemichi. Sorry, the Venemichi. My bad. Okay, I'm also assuming this goes this way. He will throw in 5 extra ribbon cables just in case. Yeah, there's a lot of ribbon cables in here. I appreciate the extra ribbon cables. Five cables is nice. I've never seen that many ribbon cables extras like that before. Honestly, here for it. I appreciate it. It's a nice gesture. Definitely a very kind gesture. Why ribbon cables? Apparently, the designer said they sound nicer for this build. Now, unless the JST is putting some weird pressure on the board, I could definitely see that, but I'm kind of shocked. I'll take their word for it, though. I will take their word. All right. Let's get the O-ring and let's put this together. What's my favorite connector? Honestly, I like the pogo connectors. You can't go wrong with a regular schmegular JST, though. Can't go wrong with that. Literally cannot go wrong. All right, so again, we're just going to talk about this one more time. If you guys are using, because I don't have them here, I could technically take apart this to show you guys, but if you guys are using the blockers, not these, not the WinKey list or WinKey ones, the actual blockers, you will have to take out all of these screws, remove the weight, and then unscrew the blockers. Once everything's unscrewed, you can just install this like a traditional O-ring. So we will put this in now, just pretending everything's already disassembled. Let's put this in. I can repair JST connector report. The pogo pin stuff, though I worry about. I mean, that's a very valid concern. Hopefully I got these all pressed in nicely, but. So push this in. Just going to be a little bit careful here because even on the instructions it said be a little careful. Really? Marscadet feels overused? All right. We'll use something else perhaps. I also just like using a little wire puller here just to kind of push in the O-ring as I go if it's a little bit tighter, which it is a little bit tighter here. Wob? I actually ordered a second set of Wob, guys. I pulled the trigger on it the other day. I did, for you guys. Alright, we are sitting nice and pretty. Ooh, this is hot looking. And then you guys would essentially, for the people who would use the blockers, see the screws through those holes? You just use a screwdriver, put the weight under, well, first put your blockers back on, and then you would just use the screwdriver to go through. So technically, if you guys did want to change blockers and you have a hot swap unit, you could just leave the assembly inside and then just change up things without having to disassemble the internals of this. So there you guys go. Pretty smart. I actually really think it's a pretty decent little design there, so you don't have to keep fiddling around with like the internals there. So pretty decently convenient. Yeah, pretty nice. Caution? Okay, well, hold on. Let's think this through. What do we want to use? I'm gonna put some stuff away. I do like the black blockers on this though, although I think you will get orange by default if I'm not mistaken, judging by the pictures. I don't have stealth. Stealth is a very pretty set though. While we decide, I'm gonna put some stuff away here. I haven't gotten anything new recently, guys. I was gonna order Classic Beige from GMK's like official website, but I'm currently just waiting to see if there's like more things I want to order because it is kind of expensive. Minimal? You guys want to use minimal? I don't think I have minimal here still. I still can't really find where I thought I found it, but I guess I didn't. Oops. GMK's official website. It's a little expensive to order. Mod mat with orange accents. I'm down to use that if you guys want me to use mod mats. Listen, at this point here, I'll do whatever you guys want. You guys usually have pretty fire suggestions, so I am open-minded today. You guys want Mecha Kaiju? Alright. Tim's like, Tim barely says anything in here, and then I say I'll use anything you guys want, and then I know what he's gonna say. He's gonna pick some stupid ass set right now. Mecha Kaiju? Dual poll? For what though? What do we put on the poll? You guys want me to pick like 2 or 3, and then you guys can just vote from those? Mecha Kaiju is way to go. Oh, well then, Tim. We're talking a little something different here. I'm picking up what you're putting down, Tim. Oh, something's up? What the? Alright, here, let me pick some sets for you guys. Let's see. Slash poll. Keycaps. Modern mats. Mecha Kaiju. Wob, I guess. Sloth on this? I don't know if Sloth would look super good on this. Guys, that set not even out. Carbon? I don't own Carbon. Skidata? Honestly, I can go get that. I know where it is. Okay, here, we'll just do these. No, please. Don't do that to me. Go ahead and pick Skidata, Mecha Kaiju, Modern Mats, or Wob. Oh shit, I forgot to put Mars Cadet. Whatever, it's okay. The votes are split. Alright. Vote for Wob. Best set, unbeatable? Absolutely. No, I don't have that set. Honestly, I kind of don't buy a lot of like keycaps. I think that was what, Kikobo or something. I've been really into strictly GMK. I know it sounds terrible of me, but I kind of just like my GMK sets. Like on most boards I end up using. The Kikobo is nice too. I don't mind Kikobo stuff, but like it's not always my favorite. Yeah, it's just for sound reasons. That's it. Plus, you know what? I've also had like terrible experiences with Kikobo quality control on some of this stuff. So. We never use Skidata. About time we do. I mean, I'm totally down. If it wins, I'll go grab it. I have to run upstairs and go grab it though. Because it's on my Bower Light, which is, believe it or not, also orange. So. Not gonna lie, it's nothing like a fresh GMK set with all that powder. True. Sorry for this this is random, but have you ever tried thick 3D printed PLA Switch films? I swear to God I have. I think I have, Ryan. Okay, let me get the set for you guys. I think part of it's here, and the half is upstairs on a board. Let me get the other part of it. 1 second, everybody. Give me 1 second. BRB. Okay, got it. I'm low-key interested in thick films, but it's hard to find ones that aren't colorful. Oh, then I've definitely used those. I've used some colorful ones. Definitely. Same Keeb. Bro, can I be honest with you guys? This is what it's already on. Dude, I got too many orange keyboards at this point here. So, that's pretty funny to me. You guys happen to pick the other orange keyboard that had these keycaps. So, oozing orange? It's kind of funny. You're back in the bathroom, massive dump. You take care, my friend. It's kind of dope. All 3 oranges plus the orange mouse, bro. Some could say I like orange, and I've liked orange for a while. Hence why my logo has been orange for how long now? And we've done orange collab stuff. I wouldn't believe you. Although I will admit, lately I've been really into like olive green. So olive green has definitely been like a go-to. This looks really good like this. I mean, we already knew it was going to look good, so. Although I think the only thing that I'm a little bit, you guys are going to be kind of disappointed in is, for some reason, I don't know where my 7U ski data, the gray bar is. Although I might have it in another case. We'll double check. I only have the orange one. Can we not use the orange spacebar? Well, I'll triple check. Gonna be great to see the LEDs go off. Oh yeah, for sure. On this one here, it's gonna be interesting. Is it not on the Bauer? It's the full orange one. I think I've had this set for a long time. And a part of me thinks I used it for something and then just never took it off. And then it never made it back into the case. Yeah, we have the copper bottom on this. Look how good that looks. Yeah, dude, so far I really like this board. Like, construction-wise, visually, I think the ability to kind of swap the blockers if you have a hot swap unit makes a lot of sense. Like, you don't have to take a lot apart. And I like the fact that there's screw-in blockers, not just magnetic. I liked it a lot. It does seem to have, you know, the usual O-ring feel to it already. Just by pressing it in, I can tell. Also, it has threaded inserts everywhere where it needs to be, which is great. My Bauer has silent switches, yeah. This is my silent board for when I'm in my gaming room. And if my girlfriend's sleeping or something, I actually swap to this board. Just so she doesn't have to hear anything. I don't think we do accents for this. Let me go triple check to see where this spacebar might be. Although I really don't know. Like I said, I think it's hiding somewhere. So we may have to just use the regular schmegular orange one here. Did you get the one there? I need a board for rewind? You could go with this board in like a smoky black or something like that. That could look really cool. Do you think MT3 is fine for gaming? It's a little fatiguing, coming from personal experience. Just a smidge. I didn't really like playing games on it, honestly. Wasn't really my cup of tea. Ooh, that would be a cool caps lock for that, actually. I mean, we'll find out. Actually, this is a great comparison because this is really the same thing as a Chronos. Like, for lack of a better word, same thing, but you guys know what I mean. Because that'll kind of be like the ultimate test there, huh? I need control. That's another Alt-GR. What the heck? You know what? There it is. When my wife found out silent switches were a thing, the game was over. She made me buy them right away. Oh, shit. You know what, though? I don't even mind using them. I think it's like a thoughtful thing to do for your partner. Just to have it be like not so in your face at night, you know what I mean? So I get it. I totally get it. I feel like I'm missing one or two keycaps for this set. This is what I mean. I think there was like a bottom row on a keyboard somewhere that I just forgot to take off somewhere. And it might be at my parents' house. Because this is an older set that I rarely get to use. Let me check one thing, everybody. Thanks for hanging out with Baron with me tonight, everybody. I hope everyone's having a good time. Oh yeah, I do have one more case for this. Why do I have this in two cases? Is the spacebar in here? No, it's definitely not. Kind of hard to find a Cinder set these days. Oh, yeah, I can imagine. I remember when I got this set, I literally got like every kit possible, and I think I ordered 2 of the same kit by accident because I was such in a rush checking out with this set. But there were so many sets for this. Let's do it like this. Yeah, no, I think just I was... Again, I don't know if I want to go into detail, but at one point in my life, I was just very like... I was bad at spending, dude. I was like in a rush to buy things. Like I just, you know, any dollar I had, I would be like, I need to spend this right away. So I might actually just see if the Boneyard spacebar is close enough, just so we can get a better visual of this, because I don't love the orange on this. But it should be sort of the same. Let's see. Let's see if it is. I mean, it's kind of close, if you guys are willing to put up with it. Even the Norse spacebar is kind of close. Maybe we'll use the Norse one instead. Yeah, I mean, it's a little different. If you guys are willing to put up with it. Barely even tell. That or we pick orange. Better than nothing. Yeah, I really don't know where it is. Again, had this set for so long, I don't know where I stuck the 7U. I think orange was better. It's good enough. Unless you guys want the orange spacebar. Oh. I'm going to tune up the spacebar actually a little bit here. Close enough. I'm actually combining these two cases tonight for this. Alright, let me tune this guy up. Where's my little tuner thing for lube? There it is. I know, I gotta get rid of some of the orange keyboards here. It's an obsession, guys. Okay. Alex, what's the teal board you got the spacebar from? That was the Phi 65. Move this one here. All right, let's see the side profile now that we built it. Ooh, that does look. You know what? I like the black accent on this. I will say it gives some different dimension to the top profile. Oh, like I like that a lot actually with the black accents on it. It's not just your standard. I mean, like here we'll compare it directly to the Chronos. This gives it a little bit of visual flair. Kind of makes it look different. I like that. I do actually really appreciate the accents aren't very expensive either, so you can pick up like a few different colors to play around with. So, is switch popping out on the right side? Switch popping out? Oh, it's not seated 100%? No. That's why I was going to check the everything here. Yeah, we're good now. Now it's all seated. Nice. Very, very nice. I also like how the blockers aren't the same black as the keycap. Oh, in this particular case, yeah, I'm sure if you were to use this, they would blend in, but yeah, so the side profile on this is still really pretty. Like here, now that we have it built, kind of gives it some different coloration here, but really pretty. Extremely, extremely pretty. I think this gives the side profile its own kind of unique look. Yeah, very, very nice. We have the back again. Very fingerprint prone. I don't know if it's just the polycarbonate because it's fresh, but you can already see all my fingerprint marks on this. So in case that bothers you guys, my hands aren't even very oily ever. I'm sure you can just wipe this down with a cloth though. Shouldn't be an issue in the long run though. The copper bottom on this does look good. I love the logo used for the back piece. Someone mentioned Donnie Darko before, and I wholeheartedly agree. Here's the other side profile. Again, the keycaps just ever so slightly come up from the top there. And there's the front. You can even see where the two screws are for the accent piece, which is kind of cool. Oh yeah, we can put the artisan on it. Yeah, let's do that. Let's do that. These artisans are super cool. I'm going to measure the front height for you right now. I'm sure it's already listed on the website, but I like measuring it myself too. Here is Nux Ross's artisan that he sent over too. We sitting pretty with orange today. Cool. And then let's see the RGB, shall we? ID on the mouse, it's a WL mouse. Alright, so we already got a little bit of glow happening here. I very much appreciate that this is even orange dyed, and we're still getting some cool colors popping through with the face. I very much appreciate that. Cool. It's opening tomorrow. So I don't know what time every vendor's going to do it. Honestly, some vendors are late to the party. Who knows? But the vendors we listed earlier, I think for the most of the people here, I'm just making an assumption, but we'll probably be shopping from Click Clack, maybe KVD fans. I don't know if people have preferences. Mechland for Canadians. So, is it already open on KVD fans? Isn't it supposed to be tomorrow? Hold on. Are you serious? They said tomorrow was the... Fuck, I don't know, man. This is what I mean. It's kind of hard to track when vendors do things. Time zones? Is it tomorrow already? I guess so, huh? It is tomorrow in Asia. You are correct. Alright, yeah, it's open KVD fans already. If you guys want, it's there. KVD fans has, I think, everything here, so... It is tomorrow. You guys are right. It is tomorrow. Hey, if you guys want, I have a affiliate code. I always forget to tell you guys about that, but if you guys want to, I have an affiliate code for KVD fans. They always living in the future. It's true. All right, let's see what this sounds like, shall we? We're using MX2As, lubed with GS2, a 53-gram long spring, triple stage, and then also filmed with TX films on an aluminum plate. I mean, pretty nice O-ring build. I need to tune up the enter key a little bit. Yeah, just a little bit on the left side. How do you even, like, I don't know. I feel like every O-ring build that's done well sounds like this. Not to say this is a bad sound, but it's done well. Like, this is a nice sound profile. I'll type a little bit more here. I don't know. It's one of my favorite mounts for a reason. It's super consistent across the board. I feel like every O-ring build that I ever get to build in sounds good for the most part. So, yeah, the Chronos has different switches in it, though. So keep that in mind. These switches are a bit more bright. These switches are a little bit more like standard
What
cherry.
You have a what code, Alex?
Yeah, this is very full in comparison. Also, I think
Good
the weight
evening,
differences
Alex.
are
Hope
hugely
you're doing well.
different as well. Skeleton, thank you so much. Also, Burn, thank you so much for the 400 bits. You have a what code? An affiliate. So, big difference in weight, too. So, if you guys were cross-comparing, I think the price difference is substantial, too, no? Thank you, Scoop. Appreciate you. I mean, dude, it sounds great. The RGB is cool on this. The only negative thing I can even possibly say about this entire build is I wish that it was using a more universal daughter board, but I get why. Like, if the designer's saying that they found that the daughter board with the JST connector, the standard cable, didn't sound good, then I'm here for it. Like, I will take them at their word. They've built boards in the past, so I'm not gonna sit here and argue about that. It sounds really good. So, yeah. Display all orange keyboards. This doesn't have keycaps now, but which orange do you guys like the best? Here, I'm gonna unplug this one here, just so it's not one's RGB. What orange is your guys' favorite? Dude, the Bauer is kind of neat. The tangerine Bauer is kind of sick. I think this leans a little bit more of a red orange. This is kind of like a blood orange. Honestly, Bauer, this is a very bright orange. Well, the cappy wasn't polycarb or plastic. The Sebass is, I'd say, very neutral. Like, also the Sebass side profile from the side here is really nice. Like, it's very unique. You can see it as a bit of an arc. Here, we'll put it down on the desk. It has a bit of this kind of like cool arc going on, which I think is really neat. But yeah, I still can't get over those blockers. They look super cool, like these little accent pieces over here. I really like that. That's nice. Which one diffuses the best? Well, this doesn't have RGB. These two diffuse exactly the same. There's no better diffusion here. I would say they're both okay at diffusion. Like, they're not the best. Would you guys buy off Click Clack or KBD fans? That is a personal preference. If you guys want to avoid... I mean, I think Click Clack ships from the United States. So you may avoid some tariffs there. However, I also know that some people are kind of like meh on Click Clack, so it's totally up to you guys. Comparing those boards, we could do some comparison shots. Oh, is KBD fans shipping from the US warehouse? Well, there you guys go. Then I know that was a thing they recently did. So they do have a US warehouse. You are correct on that. I did get told that once this week too. So if they're shipping from the US warehouse, then you guys probably don't have to pay tariffs. Either way, I think both vendors, in my opinion, have been fine. So. If ordering from Unikey is more than $200... Oh, Unikey's has a fulfillment center in Canada, so you should be okay. You should be fine. Yeah, pretty nice. I mean, dude, they crushed it with the... Fuck, I'm so sorry. I have to do this again. They crushed it with the last board. Nexros, I think, killed it with this one here as well. There's not really, like, anything to critique on this. It's a pretty solid build. I like it. It's good. So... Wouldn't the price still be higher because tariffs would still apply when KBD fans brings it into the country? If they're shipping from their US warehouse and they ship it to you, you wouldn't, like, it wouldn't touch customs. If they ship it to themselves in their US warehouse, they would have to handle that. So I'm looking at getting my first 60 HHKB. Would you recommend the Sebass or the Neo 60 core? If you want to save a few bucks, like, and here's I guess the more broad discussion, right? Like, the Neo 60 core does exist right now. If you want to save a few dollars and you like the simplicity of the Neo 60 core, get the Neo 60 core. Like, if you truly want to save a few bucks, then yeah, it's a no-brainer. I do think overall, visually, this is a way prettier case. Sound-wise and feel-wise, I had no problems on either. I would take either one of those happily and type on them. This does have a bit more of like a cooler case though, I will admit. Yeah, and if you do like the PC case with some RGB on the bottom, then this is a no-brainer too. Neo 60 core doesn't come with HHKB. Yeah, that's true too. If you do want to play around with some layouts and blockers, you could do that. My Moon Tower doesn't have keycaps on it right now. But, I mean, the Neo 60 core still comes in for half the price more. So again, if your goal was a standard layout and you just want a no-ring build, then it's a no-brainer. Like, the tariff is paid either way. It's just changing the logistics of it. Yeah. I will say though, this is kind of refreshing to get. I mean, dude, I love this side profile. Look at that. Look how nice this is. It's so elegant. I mean, hell, let's just turn off the RGBs for now. Look how nice that is. It's such a nice side profile. That is so pretty. I like it. It turned out great. Yeah. Let's see the front height, by the way. Let's see. Yeah, it kind of is the year of koala curves, huh? It did feel a little bit higher. It's about 19.4. I'm not measuring it to this like little lip on the front. I'm just measuring it past the lip. That little lip is pointless. It's just a little chamfer on the top there. 19. Let's see. 19.1, 19. Let's just call it 19.1. It's nice. I think anything below 20 mil is super comfortable. And this is a personal preference thing, but it's super, super cozy to type on. Weight as well. Let me go see if I can find my scale. Let's see, where is my scale? Who knows? I actually don't know where my scale is. My scale is one of those things in this room that I constantly don't know where I put. I don't use it all that often anymore. I will have to find it for you guys. Oh, my stomach is growling again. The amount of tariffs paid is not easily spread out, is not an MOQ thing. It increases entirely with the amount of goods. I don't know. I'm a little lost in that conversation because I wasn't participating, but I'm assuming you guys are talking about tariffs right now. I don't know where in the conversation we're at, though. Yeah, I don't know where it is, unfortunately. I don't know where my scale went. We have a board with horns on the side like handles. Oh, what is that board called again? I want to see a keyboard with drawer handles on the side. Oh, the horns is yeah, I think the closest we've come. What do you guys think? Is this a cop for you guys? Is there anything else we want to compare this to? I think this stands out for now. You know, to be realistic and critical though, I do think that if you already own an O-ring board and are looking for some like different O-ring units, it's a little tough to find sometimes. But I do appreciate a good 60 O-ring. If you're a collector, this might be a good one to pick up. Design-wise, I really like it. I think Nux Ross killed it with this. I actually might give my January to a friend and pick this up. I do think this is a bit more visually interesting than the January, just like slightly. Again, I really do think it's these blockers on the bottom that are causing it to be a bit more visually interesting. Good side bezel width too, like it's very nice. Very, very cool. I prefer this over the Moon Tower. I mean, dude, fair. The Moon Tower, I think, was kind of no frills, but the blockers and sign profile does it, yeah. And you get your standard O-ring kind of sound profile, which is always a good thing. The only thing on the market right now that I can truly compare this to is the Chronos, because I think there's Chronos units, and I would probably pick this over the Chronos. Not that the Chronos sounds bad. I really like the Chronos, but I kind of like this more visually. They kind of sound sort of like the same-ish to me. This is a little bit thinner, slightly, but and then the Neo 60 Core, which is the other big one, which, you know, that's a toughie, because the prices are so different and the comparison's so different there too. Yeah, no, the Chronos was meant to kind of mimic the Moon Tower, I think, in a lot of ways. How does it feel? How does it compare to a fish? Like a Kohaku? I think the Kohaku is very different. I don't know if that's a good comparison. The blocky aspect of PC looks cooler than curves. What do you mean by that? What about the Toro? I didn't get to use the Toro enough to remember it right now, and I apologize for that. If I get to hold on to the Toro a bit longer, I feel like I could have gotten like a bit more of like a grasp on it, but so Chrono's not bad, but this just allows for much more customization. I wouldn't say, like, I'm gonna be realistic. I don't think it's like a crap ton more customization, but I do appreciate the blockers on it. I think for a lot of people, it's gonna come down to, do you want blockers? Do you want an HHKB? Like, might be a side thought. I don't think that's going to be like a main purchasing decision. I think a lot of people will probably look at the style of this first. You know what I mean? Can you try out the prototype PCB mount? How does it work, 1 million? We can give it a go. I hope this doesn't sound terrible, though. Because I would hate to try this, and then it sounds like shit. Let's see, how can I nicely take this out of the case? Okay, whatever. Bye-bye keycaps. Did they have like a little part where I can yoink this out, or should I just... fuck it, we're just gonna do it my way. One slot in the PCB, avoid O-ring mount. Oh, Jesus. Hey, leave me alone, guys. All right, so what are we doing? A rabbit was butchered today. We are putting slot into the PCB and avoid O-ring mounting points. So let me go grab that thing. That was definitely a way to open it. There was a way. Oh my god, please open. 3 at the top, 2 at the bottom. Okay. And then do we do it like the flat side up or down? 2 legs pointing up. Okay, so I'm guessing like this? Perfect. Will this come on the box though? Because this wasn't on the content kits, and I would hate to mislead people. Oh boy, now to get this back in. It will? Okay. Alright, am I just pushing this in then? How does this sit in now? Just push it in. Huh. Interesting. Ooh, my stomach is not happy with me right now. Yeah, if this was a different material, I feel like I'd like it a little bit more. These 3D printed ones, I know these are protos, but I don't know. It does sound a bit more bland. It's hard to tell. Here's the thing, 1 million. I can't really like realistically be like, yeah, this is sound great with silicone. I don't know. I think I would have to try the silicone ones. I can see where this is going, being a bit more customizable. I preferred the O-ring, if that's okay to say. I like it though. It's a cool idea. You know, if they're going to add that into the box at no extra charge, then yeah, fuck yeah, I'm all about that. I think that's really cool. It gives people another way to build the board. Fuck yeah, dude. But I don't know. It's hard to tell. Like, I'm not in love with this. Also, it's not sitting as well as I'd like either. You see how it's like, I mean, it might be hard to tell. It's sitting a little higher than I'd like. And I'm not on any of the mounting points. But definitely a bit higher than I'd prefer. It's okay. 55 AO ring times 1. For what? Sorry, Voltaire? Like what it comes with? Yeah, it's okay. I don't know if I like love it. Can you switch out this with a different size O-ring? Different size or different hardness? Trying to like find a good place to pull up on this. Hardness? I can definitely do that for you guys too. Do I have a good spot to yoink this up? Maybe not. Here, you know what we'll do? We'll do like this. Take you out. Maybe that's a suggestion. I don't know if there was like a place on the plate where you can kind of like pull up on this a little bit, but I don't think I saw any place on this. And this one here is a little tough to pull out with this particular thing here. Might have to... Yeah, it's a little tough to pull out here with this guy with these 3D silicone ones. Now it's kind of lodged in there. I take the edges to reduce friction from the corners. Well, this is using those 3D printed ones, so this is a little different than usual here. Not really much there to have friction with. Don't know a good way to yoink this out now. This is a lot thinner at the bottom and I don't want to damage that. No official guide, so I have no idea. Yeah, so maybe another suggestion, which, you know, only comes with playing around with this, is having some sort of like system to pull up on this. I know some other brands do that. I think that would be invaluable here. Very, very handy to have. No, I'm trying to pull up on it right now, Liquid, but those 3D printed things have made this extremely tough to pull this out. Drop test to see if it falls out. It's a very interesting idea. Very, very interesting. Yeah, this is like fucking stuck in here now. On the Q key. Is there one here? Maybe undo the weight. We probably might have to undo the weight, but I don't think we can actually push up from the weight. I think it's still polycarbonate underneath. Okay, got it. A little tough with that 3D printed mount here. I don't know if I'm gonna go back to this. Okay, let's grab a different O-ring and see a different hardness. Though I think I'm almost running out of different harder O-rings. Okay. This is a bit harder. I'm not exactly sure if this is a 70 or a 90. Pretty sure this is a 70 though. So let's try a 70. It's also orange. So that's a positive. Of course it's also orange. Of course. Thank you, Juicy. No, it really does look good with the mouse. Okay, so let's see what this sounds like now. I will admit that 70 or that 55 O-ring wasn't that bad. Although this definitely does have a different sound profile to it, I feel. I'd have to go back and triple check. Is there going to be some differences for O-rings offered? Let's see. No, I think that's all you get. Also a bit of a miss. I think 55 is a weird one to include as a stock. I still think 70 is the best bet as a stock O-ring. I've said this from time and time again, but... yeah, I don't know why they're not offering more there. It's strange. They're offering a lot of customization, just missing on the O-ring customization here. Grave shift O-rings are not compatible with the Sebass. I wonder if this is like a... I think this is a bit of a thicker O-ring, because I can already tell you the O-ring I stuck in here is a slight bit thinner, but it seemed to work fine. I don't think there's any problems with this. Ooh. Well, maybe this didn't... The O-ring didn't push down all the way in the corner here. It did not. Okay, let's fix that. I mean, I like it with this O-ring. Yeah, so a lot of things you can customize. Would be nice if they offered like an O-ring grab bundle of different O-ring durometers for like $5-10 too. I'd pick that up in a heartbeat. You know what I mean, guys? So I think there's... do I consider these misses? I don't even know. There's like 2 or 3 things I'd change about this board. One, I would probably pick a more universal PC or daughter board combo, but again, that was done on purpose according to the designer. Second, I would definitely add some better points in which you can kind of like grab the PCB/plate unit to pull up so you don't damage things. I know they have the screw holes there, but it didn't seem super reliable to do that. Third, I mean, I would definitely add a few different combinations for O-rings. I think, honestly, that might be the more important one. Secondly, I think would be the spot where you can grab from the plate. But would be nice. Would be nice to have a few extra pieces of customization. Other than that, super solid. Love this project. Sebass is definitely good. Nuxros has done it again. These I'm still not sure about. I'm a little on the fence about these. I don't think I like them as they are right now, but maybe they'll change when they're silicone. But yeah, these were not my favorite things to play around with. I think they made the board sound a bit flat, and they installed very funny. And I think I actually damaged the PC by putting these in too. I know they'll be silicone at the end, but I saw some like weird scratch areas when I took these out. Because these are like plastic 3D printed ones right now. But it's okay, it's a prototype for that reason. Alright though, guys. I think that's pretty much it. I think that's pretty much the stream. Sebass. I'm glad we did it today. Really, really glad. I hope you guys enjoyed today. Would Bulls O-rings work? I'm not too sure. I don't think I have any Bulls O-rings right now. Let's go see who we can raid. I'm going to be streaming again, not tomorrow. I unfortunately can't do a stream tomorrow because I have to go run out and go pick some stuff up. But I have a lot of stuff we're going to go take a look at this week. Anytime, Alaska. Dude, Alaska, I know you're here last minute, but love you, buddy. Man, it's windy out. Yeah, it's a nasty night outside right now. Let's go raid someone, shall we? Is anyone building keeps? I doubt it. Highly doubt it right now. Let's just go raid the ducks. Oh, let's plug this in first. Jeez. All right, guys. Have a good one. Love you guys, and I will talk to you guys later. See you guys very soon. Like I said, not tomorrow. Most likely Wednesday. We'll do 2 streams. We're going to do the co-working stream on Wednesday and the regular stream. Tomorrow I have some stuff I have to get done. So tomorrow's a little bit of like a can't stream kind of day. But thanks for tuning in, everybody. See you guys very, very soon. I'll post a pic of that Thai edition Sebass weight in your Discord. Hell yeah, I would love to see that, bro. See you guys. Love you, and bye-bye, everybody.